First thing we'll start with is our positions. We have first what we call the starting position, which is your sticks just above the head, about a 1/4 inch off the head. Then we have our down position, which we will turn up to. This is our down position. We'll call that 3 inches. Then we have our last position, which is the up position. So we get there by turning our wrists and then using our arm to get us the rest of the way. Once again, the 3 positions are the starting position, down position, and up position. Okay? So we'll start with the full stroke. Full stroke starts in the up position and ends in the up position. That's the full stroke. Once again, starts in the up position, ends in the up position. Downstroke starts in the up position, ends in the down position. One more time. Starts in the up, ends in the down at 3 inches. Okay, from here we are in our down position, so we will do our tap stroke. Tap stroke starts in the down position, ends in the down position, otherwise known as mini full stroke. Okay, from here we'll do our upstroke. It's our 4th stroke. Starts in the down position, ends in the up position. One more time. Okay, now make sure that with all these strokes that we are not prepping before each stroke. So, for example, in your full stroke, this is not happening. We don't want this. It's in real time. And I'm lifting first and then I'm going down. We don't want that. Just straight down. And it comes right back up. So that's one thing you want to monitor. Okay. Now, to put these into some sort of context, we're just going to make sure to practice each of these strokes in sequence on each hand and then with both hands. So, like this. Okay, so notice how slow I'm going. I'm going at 50 beats a minute. So make sure that you're going slow with this stuff, and that once you've mastered the slow stuff, then you can start increasing the tempos little by little. Okay, you really need to master these 4 skills. And the next thing we're going to do is apply these to the triplet grid. The accented grid, okay, and we'll talk mostly about where the upstrokes fall. So the triplet grid has 3 of the stroke types that we've been talking about. It has the downstroke, the upstroke, and the tap stroke. I will isolate the downstroke and the upstroke for you in the first 3 bars of the grid, so that way you can get an understanding of how the upstroke keeps shifting its place through each bar. And that is the priority of this, to identify where the upstroke is and to make sure that we are doing it. So the way it works is you'll have the upstroke in the first bar lands on the second partial of the triplet in the first bar, and then the second bar, the upstroke falls on the third partial, and then the third bar falls on the first partial. So, and you have to keep in mind that the fourth beat of each bar is where the switch happens of the upstroke. So here I'm going to demonstrate the isolation of these. Okay, so once you're able to isolate that, I have that at 68. You can even go slower than that. Once you feel comfortable and your sticks are moving fluidly and your upstroke is really happening, then you can try adding in the tap stroke. Okay, so you can do something like this. So the key is to really separate that upstroke in your mind, really knowing, okay, I'm about to play this upstroke on the second partial, or the third partial, or the first partial, and to know that and be ready for it is when you will achieve the correct upstroke. Okay, so then go further and see how it lands in the 2-beat grid, and then when you get to the 1 counts. Okay, so really go in there and figure out where those upstrokes are happening through the rest of the exercise, and it really is no different. It just happens more frequently.